I see a lot of people tagging me with this Cardi B, right? But I'm gonna tell you this. Let me explain something to you. Leave Cardi B alone, and the reason I tell you that is, in a lot of circumstances, that's what comes with that lifestyle. She never hid that. We all know that. Fortunately, I'm from Miami, and I understand that. My circumstances and my incidents, well, I did lose a 7-figure deal with Reebok, and I took that to the chin, and I have no love lost for Reebok, you understand? Because I needed to understand I was a king, you understand? And they right, I didn't need to promote that. The parties I attended at the time, where I'm from, that was the lifestyle, you dig? And when you look at the reaction when we performed that record, that was the most popular line to a lot of. That's who I wrote that for. I wrote that for to live that lifestyle. And so that's who I wrote that record for. And I wrote that record speaking for the living that lifestyle and partying that way. And me being a king, I did not need to promote that amongst my beautiful queens. And I took that to the chin. No love lost, me being a boss. So like I say, leave Cardi B alone. Because we don't need to persecute her for her past. We need to be leaders and lead by example. And regardless of what you did in the past, if you stole a car in the past, that don't mean you shouldn't be able to get money in the future. As long as you change your ways, and we all know Cardi B focused on the money now, and she is a leader. And that's how I feel. You dig? So let's move.
You know, game recognizes game and criminals recognize criminals. But listen, y'all. So if you don't know what the heck Rick Ross is talking about, back in 2013, he did a song with Rocco. It was Rocco featuring Rick Ross and Future, and the song was UOENO, or like you didn't even know. That's like stupid hood slang, I guess. You know, because you know they talk like slaves, especially these Southerners. So in the second verse of the song, Rick Ross started off his verse by saying, "That N-word sold you that re-rock. You ain't even know it. I die for these Reeboks. You ain't even know it. Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it." In other words, some would say a date rape reference. He ended up losing, as he said, a 7-figure deal with Reebok over it. Fast forward to 2019. Cardi B is under fire for some things that she said back in 2016 on Instagram Live about drugging and robbing men, which some people were lying and saying she said dropping off and robbing men. How was she dropped them off? Was she giving them piggybacks? Because as far as I know, Cardi B doesn't have a license or drive. Or she definitely didn't have one at the time. If so, she must have got it very recently. So shout out to all the Cardi B fans. I told y'all before, Cardi B fans are a special brand of stupid. But anyways, so your man Rick Ross is sticking up for Cardi B after she said back in 2016 that she used to drug and rob men, and she would lure them in by letting them think, that's the key word is think, that she was going to sleep with them, like, you know, two of the pros. But in reality, she was going to drug their ass and steal their money. And possibly other belongings as well, because she said rob them. She did not get too specific about what she took, but pretty much everybody's under the assumption that she at least took money. So here's the deal. Rick Ross is now defending Cardi B. A lot of people wondering why he's doing that. Think about it. People, she has a deal with Reebok. He used to have one. It was a 7-figure deal. And he lost that deal because, I mean, why would Reebok want to be associated with that, right? So a lot of people want to see Cardi lose her deal. Now, there's petitions online and everything. I made separate videos about it and whatnot. But I want to expose something to you guys. Something that Rick Ross exposed in the song. And I'm going to break this down for y'all because, you know, a lot of people don't really pay attention or they don't really understand what they're hearing. Number one, he said that this was the lifestyle, okay, for like where he's from and the way that people party and whatnot. In other words, it's normal in his world. That's the first thing. Number two, he said that was the most popular line. The thing about popping the Molly in a drink or whatever and having his way with the woman, she didn't even know it. That was the most popular line in the song. That's really scary and disturbing. He said that he wrote it for the people who live that lifestyle. Okay? So number one, that was the lifestyle. It was the most popular part of the song. He wrote it for the people who live that lifestyle and party that way. That's number one. So this is normal, right? See, I never thought that rape culture was real, but apparently it is. But let's go a little bit deeper. Number two, the second thing that I learned from what he said was, since he's basically defending Cardi B, who happens to be a woman, this isn't a one-sided thing where men are drugging up women and women are the victims. What he's essentially saying is like, yeah, like this is just what people are doing to each other, male or female, who live that quote unquote lifestyle, club hoppers and whatnot. So it's just something that comes with the territory. That sounds like rape culture. And for the record, I'm not saying that Cardi B raped anyone. That's not what I'm saying at all, for legal reasons, because we know how Cardi B likes to sue people. She's so gangster that she's also a snitch to the judicial system. She's really going to be snitching when the law finally comes after her, because she has a big mouth and she talks way too much. When the law finally comes after Cardi B, she's going to drop that silly red rag so fast, it's going to be freaking hilarious. And I'm here for that. But wait till the Brim 59 Heinz flavors red wearing ketchup people, the blood ketchup people. Wait till they get hit with that RICO. Cardi B's going to burn her flag in court. Mark my words. So she's going to be the next Tekashi. Here's the thing, though. The third thing that I learned, first of all, so we learned that rape culture does exist. It's normal for some people in their world. And we also learned that this apparently is something that men and women do to each other, number two. But number three, the third thing that I learned from Rick Ross's video is that he's a federal agent. He has to be. Or some sort of agent, some sort of agent or plant. I don't know who he works for really, but we know he's a Freemason who eats lemon pepper wings and pears with his fat self. Only an agent would say stuff like this. Why would somebody get on camera and say, yeah, that was a part of the lifestyle, so leave Cardi alone. That's what you gotta understand, is that it was a part of the world that we lived in, and that was the most popular line in the song. So it's apparently a widespread thing. If it was the most popular part of the song, then a lot of people must really feel that line, just make you want to beat your chest, just make you want to beat your chest like King Kong. Really, Rick? I had to step up for my little sister Cardi B, and and just let her know that I got her back in this situation, because that's just what goes on in the world around us. Boss. Oh. And Cardi B's probably like,
it must be normal to me too, because if it wasn't, then I wouldn't have got alive 3 years ago and been talking about it the way I was, and assuming that that's just the way that everybody get their studio money. Cause I spent $50,000 up in the studio. That was a lot of money, and I just figured that's how everybody get it.
I mean, she talked about it like it was normal. He talked about it like it was normal. Apparently, in their world, this is completely normal. The men drug the women to get sex. The women drug the men to get money so that they can go to the studio and make mixtapes and shit. I mean, these people deserve each other, I guess. They're equally yoked. And there's somebody for everybody. Even for somebody who would slip somebody a molly. Sweet Lord. Now, I'm going to give you all a bonus. Other than the fact that apparently Rick Ross just exposed rape culture and he's some sort of an agent, because it doesn't make sense for him to say what he said. He snitched on everybody out there who's doing this crap. So it's actually a good thing, but I'm going to give you all a bonus. He said something really interesting, and black women, y'all really need to pay attention to what this idiot said. He said, when, with me being a king, I didn't need to promote that to my beautiful queens. Niglet, really? How is Rick Ross a king? Because he's shaped like Burger King? And He doesn't need to promote that to beautiful queens, rather his beautiful queens. That's just game. That's that street talk. That's that pimp talk. That's that hustler talk. Every day I'm hustling. Yeah, you hustling women talking some crap like that. You're going to call them queens after the fact that you just promoted that rape culture is normal? And then the scary thing about it is women will hear what he said and that will hit them in that soft spot in their heart. Like, oh, he called us beautiful queens. Oh, Ricky Rose. This is why we love you. Throw him some roses. Really, heifers? You should be severely insulted. There was nothing touching or heartwarming about what this man said, okay? What he said was vulgar, it was disgusting, and it was extremely telling. I now actually believe that there is a rape culture. See, I don't think that everybody in society is in on it. Like, I don't think it's that widespread. But apparently in the strip club / club hopping, party going, party animal world, apparently it's a thing. And I understand it happens in college and the military, another place that it happens a lot. But I don't think that it's just, something that's super popular in general society yet. And I hope it doesn't spill over. But apparently in Rick Ross and Cardi B's world, according to Rick Ross, like, that's just a part of the lifestyle. All right, y'all. Now, just because I think that rape culture is real, and apparently the party animal type of people are the ones that really need to watch out, and apparently it's the thing to do there. Just because I think that Rick Ross is an agent doesn't mean that you do. You might disagree, and that's perfectly fine. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to gather everyone to get everybody's opinion on the matter. And I'm not saying that anybody's guilty of anything, but I will tell you this. Rick Ross needs to be investigated thoroughly. Also, Cardi B needs to be investigated thoroughly. I mean, these people running around allegedly, well, she admitted to drugging and robbing, and he basically not only explained it, he basically excused it and said, basically, get off of her back. I don't understand, y'all. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world. And that goes to show you that in the underground, in the underworld, that there's some things going on that need to be looked into. But then again, you saw what happened with Robert Kraft, right? So you already know what time it is. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about it below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, click the notification button to share the video, so then that way everybody and their mama too knows that rape culture is real, and it's something apparently we have to watch out for. Oh, and for the record, I just want to say this before I go. If you share my video, share it with the YouTube link. Don't download it and share it other places. That doesn't help me. When you share it the right way with the YouTube link, then people know who made the video, Meat Magazine. And then that way, people will come back to my channel and subscribe and check out new videos and whatnot. Anyways, what do you guys think about this hashtag surviving Cardi B? Rather, surviving Cardi B hashtag. I think that it's taught us a lot. I mean, we got Rick Ross out here co-signing her effery, and come to find out, he dropped some jewels and gems. He thought that what he was saying was helping her, but actually what it did was unravel the things that he may have sworn an oath to keep us hidden from, keep the blinders on our eyes from. He showed us that this rape culture thing it's bigger than what some of us may have thought like 5 minutes ago. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you think about it below. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? I need everybody to post their opinions and comments and whatnot. All right, y'all. Meat Magazine.